I was just sitting here thinking about the reality that a lot of us, me included, self-sabotage ourselves by not realizing that, you know, negativity wins. Negativity wins way more than we'd like to admit, right? Because, like, you gotta think about it like this. If life is about talking good over your life is about talking good over your frequency, and like you have a whole bunch of self-limiting beliefs and self-limiting talk in your brain, you're gonna actively be sabotaging your reality. Like, say everybody keeps telling you you're beautiful, right? But you think, you keep saying to yourself, to your head, in your head, like, yeah, but I got this going on, and yeah, but I'm big, or yeah, but I'm small, yeah, but I'm this and that, you know? It's like you refuse to see that you're literally choosing to dwell in negativity more than you dwell in positivity. It's like you choose it, we're choosing it. And it's like, I just had that revelation there, because I was like, damn, like I have a lot of negative thoughts in my mind, right? And it's like, you know, I was having a conversation with Spirit, and Spirit was like, yeah, but like you have to realize that as you're talking, like in your mind, like you're talking. So if you notice you're talking negativity over yourself and you keep on talking, you have to counteract it with something positive, right? Like if you say, oh, I feel like I'm ugly today, you just say, you know what, I'm not ugly, I'm beautiful, I'm amazing, I'm a force to be reckoned with, I am needed, I am necessary, I'm enough, and I'm amazing. And anything else is a lie from the darkest pit, right? Because that's where negativity and these low vibrational things dwell in. The devil's den, the hell. That's where this stuff lives, you know? Negativity ain't in heaven. You think people in heaven walking around talking about I'm ugly? You think people in heaven walking around talking about I'm sick? Huh? Do you think people in heaven are walking around talking about I am not enough? Hell no. So if you know that heaven is a state of mind and so is hell, you know, and the only way you can really get to these places when your body perishes if you are in that frequency, then why would you ever think anything negative about yourself? You got to think positivity all the time. You got to think I am beautiful, I am enough, I am healthy, I'm amazing, I'm a healer, I'm a child of the Most High Creator of all things. Okay? What dwells in me is what dwells in the eternal reality that I will always be victorious. Okay? What backs me is something that is finite and true. Right? And that's always positivity, baby. Ain't nothing good come out of negativity except for like deciding not to be negative anymore, right? Like you don't take negativity on your path and your journey, bro. The only part about negativity that's important or necessary is for you to see that it's not. You know, to see that you don't need that you don't need to have these self-talks, these self-limiting beliefs every time you're about to walk into a place. Oh, what if they don't like me? Oh, what if somebody's in there and they're doing this? Oh, what if this happens? Oh, who cares? What if it does happen? What are you going to do? If you're choosing to be happy and to have peace and to love yourself and to know you're enough, to know you're worthy, to know that through any circumstance or situation, you'll be able to be victorious. You will prevail. If you know this, right, then why would you believe anything that is negative? Why? And it's me and Spirit been literally going back and forth with this all like for a few days now. Like, what is the purpose of negativity besides to realize that you do not need it? That all it does is keep you from your actual self, which is eternal, which is ever flowing, which is connected to the Most High God as a chosen one. You know what I'm saying? It's not just about, oh, you can jump, hop, and skip. It's about your blood being destined to fucking cure anything. It's about your steps being destined to be victorious in any battle. That's what being a chosen one means, right? And you've been doing this for the better part of 1,000 millennia. You know what I'm saying? You have to understand how old you are. When you understand how old you are, you can hold yourself and other people accountable, Right? Ain't no such thing as I didn't know. Everybody knows. You know what I'm saying? Ain't nobody new in this motherfucker unless you're new. Unless you fresh out the cooch. You know, that's the only reason why, you know, we would have understanding. But when you reach a certain level of maturity, you have to be accountable for the fact that your mind is the fuel, is the driver of your reality. Okay, just picture your mind, picture your body being a car, and your mind is like the direction. Wherever your body going, that's where your mind is at. So if your mind thinking negativity, your mind thinking anything self-defeating, right? Don't believe nothing that's self-defeating. You literally have, I feel like I'm talking to somebody who has literally seen this type of manifested action in play. You've been able to see the reality of something, you believing a thing and then it manifesting, good or bad. Good or bad. You can't see, and that's the danger of manifestation. Everybody want to be woke until you realize that you have to actually be super disciplined. You know what I'm saying? When you wake up, the more you know, the more you're accountable for it. That's what being woke means. That means you woke to this shit. You exactly know what the fuck going on. So if you still go back and eat that steak knowing that steak is not real, everything that is not real, all the fillers, all the death, all the blood, all the sacrifice, everything that goes into that steak, you will intake. You will. And that's why it's so important to be true to yourself, to lock in on what matters most to you. And be accountable for the fact that there's a lot of energies around here that want people to believe that they are sick. Okay, they want you to believe you sick, whether it's in your body, whether it's in your spirit, whether it's in your brain. You can't think. You got all these thoughts in your head that don't even sound like you. It ain't even you. It don't even sound like you. Hey, I'm gonna tell y'all a story real quick, and we're gonna get back to the conversation. But look, I was literally recording a video yesterday. I was recording a written text message yesterday, and I had thought something in my head, and I swear to God, it wrote out as if I said it out loud, and I didn't even say it. It was one word, but I didn't say it out loud, and I thought it in my head as I was thinking it. But I didn't say it because I was thinking it. I was thinking it hard too, and it wrote it on the text message. You see how powerful the mind is? I think that it's like people are so like a lot of people, even myself, man, let's be accountable for a second. We're so eager to wake up that we don't realize that there's a lot of danger that come with that, especially if you're your own enemy. Especially if you're if you're the one sabotaging yourself, if you're the one believing negativity, if you're the one knowing that this is not a game, but then actively walking in life and pretending and shucking and jiving like it is. It's not a game, and it starts in your brain. It starts in how you think. It starts in what you think. Why would you believe something that's self-limiting? Especially when it has to do with your immediate self, man. When it has to do with your wealth, your health, your mental clarity, your peace, those things are too expensive to sabotage. Those things, anything that's shucking and jiving in this perishable, tangible reality, trying to afflict those things is too expensive. I'm sorry, you're going to have to let it go. You're going to have to release it, baby. You have to. You cannot go into woke reality with that. It's like being a bag lady. Bag Lady by Erykah Badu. I don't think that's the name of it, but it's like that. You have to be able to release it. And I'm sorry if I'm talking real fast, but I feel real passionate about this message. And I feel like a lot of people are going through this right now where they know they need to do a certain thing, but they just refuse to do it. Even if it's right down to stop thinking negative about yourself. Fuck the diet. You know, fuck all the the errands you got to run, the laundry, the dishes. Fuck all that. Right down to your mind. There's a disconnect. There's a lack of sense of urgency when it comes to your mind, which is what's under attack most than anything else. You know what I'm saying? Because you have to understand your mind is what fuels your finances. Your mind is what fuels you to have a healthy body, make healthy choices. It's your mind. So if your mind is actively self-defeating you, your mind is actually actively telling you to do a thing that makes no sense, that makes so much less sense that it literally defeats you, why is that a choice? Because you seen someone else do that? You seen someone else manifest that in their lives? You seen somebody else do that, so now you think that that's the only finite reality? Come on, you say you woke. How woke are you? How woke are we if we still actively pretending to be woke, but we still doing sleep stuff? Like believing that we're supposed to be in lack in any department of our reality. There's no such thing as lack in any department of our reality. There should be no such thing as lack. Once you become a chosen one, once you become a woke one, once you become somebody in control of their reality, what do you think that means? How are you gonna say I want to be in control of my reality and then let somebody else tell you how you're supposed to get your money? Let somebody else tell you how you're supposed to be healthy. Let somebody else tell you what your body needs. Come on. A lot of these people don't even know what their body needs. Have you ever seen a fat doctor? I have. So you have to understand that, it's important for you to really understand that it all starts in your mind. It all starts in our minds. Okay? All of it. All of it starts in our minds. And the reason why I'm not on camera is because I wanted to smoke. And I don't want to smoke on camera. I think that smoking on camera is not a good thing, and I don't want to promote that. So yeah, that's why this video is not with me on there. But anytime I have videos and I'm not on there, it's because I'm smoking. But yeah, the reality is, how can we lock in on our minds? How can we think positively? How can we choose to be good to ourselves? Excuse me. How can we choose to be good to ourselves? And I personally think what we should do, if you think something negative, you should backdoor it with 3 positive things. You think so, and if you like a real negative ass thinker, you need to backdoor it with like 5 minutes of just praising yourself. I am amazing. I am good. I am protected by the Most High. It's like the Muslims, like they'll pray to the Most High and like they be locked in on that prayer. You need to be locked in on the same level of prayer like them when it comes to being positive, thinking good thoughts, thinking things that into your reality that will serve you. You should be thinking, I'm gonna find $100 every day on the ground. Like, why? Like, out of all the things you could be believing, like, why believe, I'm gonna be broke, I'm not gonna be able to pay my bills, I'm gonna get sick, I'm gonna have an STD, I'm gonna have cancer, I'm gonna have diabetes? Instead of thinking all that shit, how about think some shit that actually serves you? Because a lot of us, including myself, walk around here demanding respect from others that we don't even give to ourselves. And we have to truly, truly be accountable of that, because the truth sets you free. And that's one of the realest statements and phrases I've ever heard in this particular incarnation. The truth sets you free. Okay? Be accountable. Accountability and truth is literally sisters. They're the same. Okay? They're family. Okay? Accountability and the truth come in hand. So, if you don't like the body that you have, but you still eating things every day that you're not supposed to be eating, you're not fasting, you're not working out, you're not doing none of the things that you need to do, and then you always find an excuse as to why it's okay to eat a thing. Well, I'm broke, so I'm gonna go eat something that's not even real. How does that make sense? Let's talk about that for a second. You say that you have no money, so you go buy things that have no nutrients. It's not even real food. It's not even sold in the produce section, so it's not real, right? And you think that makes sense to spend the last of your money on a food that not only makes you sick, but it's not even real food. Like McDonald's, Jack in the Box, any fast food. It's not even real food. And we're all guilty of it. We're all guilty of it, but it takes a collective mind to change the divine force of things, right? You got to change it in your mind first. Even if you decide, hey, I'm going to go to a Jack in the Box today. Every bite you take, it needs to feel shameful, because it is. We got to bring back shame, because it's important. You know what I'm saying? Bring back shame. Even if it's not, you're never supposed to shame anybody else, because thou shalt not judge. You don't judge people, because you never walked a person's entire reality to be able to have a judgment that is worthy. right? So we don't judge people, but it is important for you to judge yourself because you have walked your life from start to finish. So especially if you're listening to this message and you've gotten this far, you know that you're a chosen one. You know that you're amazing. You know that you have the power. And you also know that you are your biggest enemy. The biggest. It doesn't matter if they hurt your feelings. If after they hurt your feelings, you go eat McDonald's because you're feeling bad and you need some comfort food. It doesn't matter if they call you fat if you go home and eat a whole box of Nutty Butters. It does not matter, baby. Because you're your biggest enemy. It should be, they think I'm fat. Well, watch me in 6 months because I am amazing. Watch what I do in 6 days. Right? Watch what I do right here in this moment. I'm about to change my life. I'm about to choose to be healthier. I'm about to choose to say things over my life that benefit me and fuel me towards the life that I want to live. Who do you want to be? Who do you want to live as? In your higher self, are you smoking cigarettes? In your higher self, are you eating McDonald's and Nutty Butters and bonbons and stuff? In your higher self, are you starving yourself to a point that is unhealthy just to say that you're skinny? Come on. Let's lock in. Let's be accountable so that we can actually walk in the light of being woke. It's almost like we have the key to what sets us free, but instead of like turning the key into the door, we're just holding it. That's what it looks like in current woke reality. It's like I can see everybody, they be woke. I see it on you. I can see it in you as well. But it's like we just keep going back to the things that don't serve us. We keep going back to the things that don't mean us well. Sets us further back to who we're trying to be. It starts in your mind. I cannot stress that enough. If it's hard for you to think that, you need to get it tattooed on you. It starts in your mind. Get it tattooed on you in a place where when you look in the mirror, you see it every day. If it's something that you just can't instill in you, write it on a piece of paper, put it on a tapestry and hang it on the wall with a big letters in your house. It starts in your mind. That way, every day that you wake up, the biggest, most important thing is your mind. The most relevant thing that you need to have the strictest motherfucking guidance on. Your mind. It all starts in your mind, baby. All of it. We're never going to be free if we don't get our minds together, man. Because that's why we can know something like the Epstein files and how crooked the government is and how horrible society is, but we still get up and go to work every day and participate in it every day. That's because it starts in our minds. Our mind is not ready to really let this go. Our mind is more complacent than we like to admit. Our mind is more comfortable with the familiarity than the unknown. And even if it's so horrible and wicked and evil, it's familiar. Right down to the jobs that we have. We can't stand going, but we go every day because something in our mind tells us that we have to, because we are a slave to this matrix. Because we woke up, but we did not do anything about it. We're stagnant. We're standing still. And we deserve to be free. You deserve to be free. Your children deserve to be free. Your mother, father deserves to be free. A lot of us had, parents that weren't the best because they didn't have parents that were the best. You know what I'm saying? You have to understand that it's a cycle. And you have to learn to say, it stops with me. That's what a true breaker of chains is. You got to be Daenerys out here. You got to be Daenerys, Dracarys. You got to light it aflame. Burn it out. Anything that does not make sense in your bloodline, sickness, financial poverty, lack mindset, a lack of wisdom, a lack of intellectual capacity. Burn those things out of your bloodline because they don't serve you and they won't serve the people that come after you. I mean, if you say I want to be a breaker of chains, I want to be somebody who breaks generational curses. It starts with you. And it starts in your mind. The person who dropped the ball and fumbled the ball in your bloodline, they lost their mind. Okay? That's the only answer. They had to have lost their mind. Why is everybody sick in this day, 2026? Everybody's sick as hell. Why is that? Because it starts in your mind. It's so crazy that after COVID, the spike of sickness went crazy in all avenues. STDs, everything. The spike of sickness went crazy. Diabetes, cancer. After COVID, it like put things into perspective that you can die from a sickness. So now everybody just manifesting fatal ailments. It's like, it's real. You have to understand that as a hive mind, we are sick as a society. We believe in things that do not serve us. And as a hive mind, as a collective culture, as a collective chosen, right? As a collective chosen, what are you chosen to do? To walk the path and be true. You're chosen to be the light that everybody forgot in the darkness. What does it mean to lose your mind? It means to lose your light. Because your light is what directs you into the proper sight. And if you can't see, how you know what direction you're going in? If you can't see, how can you flow down? How can you flow to a place of peace if you can't even see where you're going? That's like being in the water that's carrying you downstream and everything pitch black. Like what? That's what society feels like today. Like being in a pitch black room, flowing down. I mean, it's not it's not a heavy current, but it's well enough to know that you're going downstream. You bumping into things you don't even know what it is. Turn on the light, man. The light is you. The light is you, baby. So if you're in the darkness, baby, just turn on your light. Stop thinking negative things. Stop thinking things that dim you and lower your vibration. Stop doing things that lower your vibration. Stop eating things that lower your vibration. Stop fucking people that lower your vibration. Stop caring about people who don't care about you. Stop doing things that don't serve you. Excuse me. Because you have to understand, baby girl, baby boy, ma'am, sir. It's very important for you to get your mind together, baby. Get it together. Listen, there should be a congregation of people in a church, I don't even care what religion it is, that should get together and focus on getting the mind together. The entire way. Not just, I'm going to have my mind together with my job, but then I'm going to go home and eat bonbons all day and like Nutty Butters and ice cream for breakfast and shit like that, and not work out and go to the doctor and take a whole bunch of pills that I don't even know what that is. It makes me sick. There's so many side effects, but I'm still going to take it because everybody else is doing it. Fuck it. It's a thing, right? This is what I mean by the hive mind. If the hive mind thinks that it's okay, then everybody simultaneously will check it as okay. Right? But then you got the chosen ones who are the select few who stay true, who are like, nah, man, ain't no way you gonna sell me some shit that I can go find in nature. And the only reason why you selling it to me in this high ass price is because you done took all the actual nutrients out of it and put like 28% out of 100% of the nutrients. Only 28% is in these pills when I can go get it from nature. That's how your mind should be then. You know how bright your light will turn on when you start thinking like that? You become a beacon. That's what a light is, a beacon. Right? What's the purpose of light? To shine through the darkness. So what would you call towards you? Dark people. The darkness. But you have to understand, you're not calling the darkness towards you. You're running towards the darkness to brighten it up. You have to understand that that's the purpose, to brighten up the darkness. Okay, so brighten up the darkness, man. Thank you for watching this video. I'm gonna make a few videos coming soon for the month of April. I'll probably do it tonight. We'll see. So just stay tuned for some new videos. Thank you so much for watching to the end. If you haven't already, please like, comment, and subscribe. Until next time.